I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch.
Hey Lifer Tribe, welcome to another video, Living Life with Stay. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And since you've tuned in, please consider hitting that subscribe button and becoming a permanent part of the Lifer Tribe. So today we are going to officially start our WEGOVY journey. So if you are on WEGOVY or any of the what are they called, semaglutides like OZEMPIC or whatever, and you are interested in going on a journey with someone else, if you're considering maybe starting one of these journeys, this is going to be the video for you. And when I tell y'all I'm going to document this journey every step of the way, I mean I'm documenting it every step of the way, because I just got my WEGOVY today, but I'm gonna start by giving you a little bit of a backstory, especially if you haven't been following this channel. I wanna let y'all know that just getting the WEGOVY in and of itself has been a journey. So just a little bit of backstory on me. I am 52 years old, have gone through menopause, in postmenopause now, and have found myself in the last 2 years just really struggling with my weight. So I went to the doctor about a year ago, kind of discussed with her what I had been experiencing, and we did some blood tests. And another thing is I've struggled with hypertension since I was 28 years old. Had a short period of time in life where things were kind of under control, didn't even need to be on medication. And then all of a sudden when I turned 50, blood pressure through the roof, and I'm talking numbers like top number over 200. And so it really got bad. And so I went to the doctor and we just started discussing everything. She ran a gamut of tests and I was diagnosed with metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is just like this perfect storm in your body that creates the opportunity to make you more likely for cardiac issues, heart attack, stroke, aneurysm, things of that nature. And with my metabolic syndrome, the things that I have are hypertension, high cholesterol, and I'm pre-diabetic. And my first thing that the doctor did was want to prescribe me all these medications. So she doubled my dose of my hypertension medicine, which is valsartan, for me to take during the day. Then she added a second medication, which is amlodipine, for me to take at night, because your blood pressure usually spikes first thing in the morning, and mine was super high first thing in the morning. And so that wasn't necessarily the path I wanted to go on, but because my blood pressure was so high, I had no choice but to go ahead and take the medications. However, I didn't opt to take medication for the pre-diabetes nor the high cholesterol. Wanted to try to fix those things with diet and exercise. And in the past, I've never really had issues with my weight. It might fluctuate just 5 or 10 pounds, but I could do things like get really serious about my ketogenic lifestyle, or just add a little more exercise, walk a couple of miles a day, and within a week or two, the pounds would be gone. Well, what I noticed once I turned 50 is I would do those things, and y'all, believe it or not, I would actually gain weight. And so again, going back and forth to the doctor, trying to figure out everything. And like I said, this started when I was 50. Well, I'm now 52 and still having the same issues. And I've literally gained like 50 pounds in the last 2 years. And so she decided that let's go ahead and try you on WEGOVY. So she writes the prescription for WEGOVY. And I'm not going to get into a lot of the scientific and medical things about how these medications work. Number one, just because I don't know that I know all of the detailed information enough to feel confident in giving that to you. And second of all, I'm not a medical doctor. I have no type of license, and I am only sharing my story just to maybe encourage you to do your own research, but definitely not giving you medical advice. However, from what I understand is WEGOVY is a medication that is the sister to Ozempic. Ozempic was originally created to help people with type 2 diabetes. Well, one of the side effects that they noticed were people were dropping a substantial amount of weight. And so then doctors started prescribing it to people who didn't maybe have diabetes or are pre-diabetic like me. And also I had gestational diabetes when I was carrying my third son, which also makes you more likely to have diabetes in the future. But they started prescribing it for people like me to kind of help with those issues and to keep you from being a full diabetic and also just to lose weight. Well, once word got out about that, it was being prescribed like crazy and no one could keep it in stock. And so WEGOVY was born. And so WEGOVY is a weight loss medicine, even though it's the same thing. It was it was created under a different name so that it could be prescribed for people who didn't have diabetes but needed to lose the weight. And so that people who have diabetes could still get their Ozempic and not have to worry about it always being out of stock because so many people, were getting the medication. So here I am, finally feeling like I'm on the right track. I have this prescription for WEGOVY and my insurance denies it. Why did they deny it? I don't know. They denied it. And so I called the insurance company and they're like, look, your doctor needs to send us more details and why you need the WEGOVY. You have to go through an appeal process because they had already done the PA, which is called a prior authorization, but the insurance did not accept that. They wanted more details. So now here we are. I'm so excited going through this. I think I finally have this. I've done all the research, watched all the YouTube videos, and then I hit a brick wall. So I called my doctor's office, let them know what the insurance said, because I was actually alerted through my pharmacy, which I use CVS. The prescription went in and then they sent me a letter in the mail stating, we can't fill it because your insurance is not approving it. So I call the insurance, I call the doctor. The doctor says, no problem. I've run into this before. We're going to do the appeal. Great. Just let me know though that the appeal process sometimes can take a couple of weeks, but we're going to get you started. So they go ahead, they do the appeal, and lo and behold, the insurance approves it. Great. I'm getting my WEGOVY, right? I'm getting ready to start this journey. Everything's done. It's a wrap. Let's go. No, not the case at all, because now CVS no longer has the WEGOVY in the milligram dosage that I have, because with these prescriptions, with these medications, it's kind of like a process where you slowly but surely phase into different milligrams, different dosages. And so you start from a smaller one, of course, and then you build up. Well, with so many people starting this medication, of course, the starter dosage is very difficult to find, which is the 0.25 milligrams. So my CVS doesn't have it. They check in their system. No CVS within a 25-mile radius has it. And some of them have not been able to get their hands on it for months and months. The most I heard was one pharmacist told me they hadn't seen it in 8 months. So then I expand my search. I start calling other CVS stores across the whole Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, expanding the 25-mile search. No luck. So now I'm feeling like, okay, is this even meant to be? Am I ever going to get this medication? And I almost gave up and just decided, like, I'm just going to put a notification in my phone to just check maybe every so often, every 2 weeks. And in the meantime, I'm just going to try something new and see what I could do to try to jumpstart some kind of weight loss so that I can start getting off of some of these medications, because that's my number one goal. It is never my desire to try to fix a problem by just continually increasing the medication. But I know that a big part of why I'm needing these medications and why my cholesterol is so high and why my blood pressure is so high is because of the weight gain. And I don't have thyroid issues and all of that. And so I just said I'm going to get some books about, hormonal imbalances. I'm going to start seeing an endocrinologist, but I'm going to put this medication out of my head. But I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't, because it dawned on me that I still can call the insurance company to let them know that I don't have the medication in stock, because with my insurance, I also have Caremark, which is CVS Caremark. And so my insurance prefers that we get our prescriptions filled at a CVS, but you can get some sort of waiver where they will allow you to get it filled at other places if they don't have your medication. And so when I remembered that, I'm like, well, let me just call my insurance company, see if they can find the medication somewhere and just change my prescription to that pharmacy. And so that's what I did. And lo and behold, it worked. Not only were they able to change my prescription to a different location, which it really wasn't a different location, it was actually with them. The insurance company has mail order prescription service. So they're like, oh my gosh, we see you've been dealing with this since January. It's now March. I'm so sorry this wasn't offered to you before, but let me check to see if we have it in stock. Yep, we have it in stock. We can get it out to you, and we can also get it out to you in a 90-day supply. And even though it's only going to be the starter dosage for now, at least you'll have it just in case when you're ready to move to the next month, we're out of it or you can't find it at the pharmacy. At least you'll be able to maintain on the starter dosage for a while until we get the other in stock. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Unbelievable, greatest news ever. And of course, as excited as I was still a little afraid to get too excited because I don't have the medication in my hand yet. I don't even have a shipping and a tracking number, but they took my debit card. And so with my insurance, it ended up costing me $75 for the 90-month supply. And I do not at all take that for granted, because this medication can be upwards of $1,200 a month for people who don't have insurance or whose insurances won't cover it. So for me to be able to pay $75 for 90 days was a tremendous blessing. And so after a couple of days from that conversation, I ended up getting a confirmation email that says, yes, your medication is being dispensed. Then I got another email saying, yes, the label has been made for your medication. And then the last email is, yes, your medication has been shipped. Here is your tracking number. Y'all, talk about somebody checking tracking every 15 minutes, because this medication has to be refrigerated. So that worked in my favor as well, because normally you just have to wait for regular shipping. And I really wanted to be able to start on Monday, right? Because we always want to start stuff on Monday. And so I wanted to be able to start on Monday. And so I'm checking the tracking because I got the shipment information on Thursday, which was yesterday. And so I checked the tracking because with it being refrigerated, they said they would have to overnight it. And y'all, it came today. So that's what I mean when I tell you we are going to track this journey. We're tracking this journey because your girl has not even taken an injection yet. I just got the box, but I know unboxings are usually clothes, jewelries, and gadgets. But as you can see, I've already opened it, but I'm going to re-unbox it with y'all. So it came in this white box by UPS, and it says Rush Rush, perishable and insulated. So that's how it comes. And then on the top of the box, it also says refrigerate, do not freeze. And so inside the box is this styrofoam cooler. Ugh. And I already took the top off of the cooler, but y'all, I'm making a mess. Hold on. I hope I wasn't showing my address. Did I have my address all up in the screen? I don't know. I'll have to blur it out if I do. But let me see. Ugh. Hold on. So in the box is this styrofoam cooler. And then inside the cooler is this temperature sensitive bag. So it's just like this purple insulated, type of bag. Feels really cold to the touch. And the ice packs are directly on top of the WEGOVY, y'all. So this is the WEGOVY. I have a 90-day supply. So it's 3 boxes. Let me show y'all. Oh, this is a Ziploc. So it's 3 boxes, and each box should last you for 4 weeks because you take 1 shot every week. And so as you can see, it's the WEGOVY 0.25. Let me see, is it gonna focus? 0.25. And then inside this box are the pens. So let me see. Push to open. I'm so excited. So we have our instructions for WEGOVY inside the box, which I will be reading from cover to cover, even though I'm probably a WEGOVY expert by now. And this is just showing you the different colors of the pens as you move up in your dosage milligrams. And then here are the pens. And y'all know this is my color, so it was meant to be. So one of these pens each week, and you can inject it either in your stomach, the back of your arm, or your thighs. I think those are the only places. But I am going to start on Monday. Today is Friday, and so I figured perfect time to just start on Monday, and I'm going to document this whole journey. But like I said, your girl's been doing her research. I am a research queen, and I wanted to make sure that I set myself up for success because this has been already a difficult journey, and I'm not going to let all of this work, all these phone calls and everything go in vain. I'm going to make sure that I give myself the best possible chance of being successful on this journey. And so what I'm going to share with y'all next is a few of the things that I have purchased for my WEGOVY journey arsenal to make sure that I am successful as I possibly can be. So I'll be right back. Okay, so just like with any other medication, there are possibilities of certain side effects. Some, of course, a little worse than others, but the most common side effects are nausea, upset stomach, digestional issues, anywhere from constipation to possible diarrhea. Most people who experienced one of those, it was more on the constipation side than the diarrhea side, possible fatigue and things like that. And so in my research, I found that there are certain supplements and aids and things that you can equip yourself with that make it less likely for you to go through any of those side effects. And so I wanted to make sure that I was prepared. So I did an Amazon order yesterday for overnight delivery because all of the stuff I ordered, thank goodness, was on for overnight as long as you had ordered $25 or more. Y'all know how that is if you're a Prime member. And so I just got these things today, so I will be ready for Monday. So the first thing I have is the B12, and these are the under the tongue quick dissolve B12 tablets. And what B12 is going to help you with is it helps to combat nausea. And so a lot of people started the B12 a day or so before they start the WEGOVY and then continue to take it every day. And so I am going to take my first B12 tablet on Sunday. B12 also provides a natural source of energy. So if you're going to suffer from the possible tiredness and fatigue, B12 will help with that too. So this is kind of like 2 birds with 1 stone type of thing. And you can also ask your doctor to prescribe you the B12 injections, which I was gonna do, y'all, but to be quite honest, I had been bugging my doctor so much, I just decided I'll just go ahead and buy the tablets because I've had these in the past and they worked. So the next thing that I got is a buffered magnesium glycinate, and I got it in the 665 milligrams, and this is superior absorption, and this will help your gut health. So for me, I already have dealt with IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, and my doctor has suggested this magnesium and it worked for me. And so I wanted to get a fresh bottle just to help with that, to help combat any possible digestion issues. And I'll have all of these things linked in the description box below, and they will also be in my Amazon store. And so the other thing that I got was these daily electrolyte drink enhancers. And these are just the little enhancers, I think, yeah, variety pack. So I have lemonade, grape, raspberry, cherry, pomegranate, and orange. And the liquid IV is very popular, but these are the same exact type of thing, but they were just a little bit less expensive. I get 20 of these and it costs $20. And so it's about $1 a piece, which is great because that's less expensive than a regular bottle of water these days. So they just come in these little packs, the little powders, and you put them in your water. And this is just to help you from getting dehydrated, because a lot of times when you have something that is suppressing your appetite, which I don't even think I got into what WEGOVY does, because I was explaining to y'all that I really didn't want to get into a lot of the medical details. But in short, and what I understand it to do is it sends the signal to your brain that you're full and you don't need to eat, so that you don't constantly feel hungry. And it also slows down the digestion of your food. So physically, you're going to literally stay full longer, because the food is going to take longer to go through your digestive system. So it's going to give you that full feeling longer. But oftentimes, when you're not hungry, you're not really thirsty either. And so you may not drink as much water as you need to, which is really important to stay hydrated and drink your water. But my lips are dry, y'all. But just in case you can't, it's good to have something like this to make sure that you're getting your electrolytes so that you don't get dehydrated. And dehydration is also something else that can lead to other problems, including making you feel nauseous. So I have these on hand. Then the other thing that I have is my Centrum Women's 50 Plus multivitamin gummies. And yeah, I was intentional to get the ones for women 50 plus because that's who I am. And I just want to make sure, once again, that I'm giving myself the best possible experience and to be able to get the best possible results. And so we should be taking multivitamins anyway, but again, when you're not going to be eating as much as you used to, then the chances of you not getting all of the vitamins that you need is going to be a little bit greater, because you're not eating the portions that you used to. And for some of the vitamins, it takes like 6 to 7 servings of vegetables per day and things like that. And we don't even get that normally, let alone when we're not going to be eating as much. So made sure that I got my multivitamins. And then the last thing that I'm going to show y'all is my Super Fiber Plus Fruit from Bellway. And this is psyllium husk prebiotic fiber supplement. And this is in the flavor of mixed berry. And it is only 25 calories. And this container is about 50 servings. You just put 1 scoop in your water, and you can find this on Amazon as well. And again, just another thing to go hand in hand with the magnesium for your digestive health, you know, to kind of alleviate the possibility for the constipation and things like that, because that's not fun. Nobody wants to be feeling bloated and constipated all the time. So the only thing that I still need that I have not bought yet are the protein shakes, because I'm going to go with the Premier protein shakes. They do have them on Amazon, but they are a lot less expensive at Costco or Sam's Club. And so I'm just going to run to Costco or Sam's Club this weekend and pick those up, because again, it's very important to keep your protein intake up, because you can start losing weight at a rapid pace and it can start to make you lose muscle mass. And that's kind of what gives people that melted, sunk in look. And especially a woman of a certain age, we're already losing muscle mass. And so as I go into my exercising, which I'm going to start on Monday as well, I'm going to do my walks every morning, but I'm not going to do any other cardio besides that. It's going to be mainly weight training, because I want to make sure that I'm constantly doing something to build muscle mass and then getting enough protein in me so that I can really keep that muscle mass. Because again, with eating less, the chances of me getting enough protein just through what I'm eating is going to be slim to none. I'm also going to continue to practice a ketogenic lifestyle. I'm not going to be doing sugar, flour, rice, white potatoes, things like that. And so I'm going to need that protein as well, because I'm not going to be able to eat enough meat to give me the protein I need. But yeah, y'all, this is my WEGOVY journey survival kit. I'm sorry I'm coming to y'all in the moo, nothing on the face, but I wanted to get this started and do this journey in real time. And the box came, but I needed to be refrigerated. So I'm like, I can't just let it sit here, you know, until I'm ready, because I don't know if I'm really getting dressed today, because I ain't doing a whole lot. I am going live tonight, but y'all might see me just like this. But I just wanted to make sure that I showed y'all so that I could get this in the refrigerator, get it put away and everything. But I am excited about this journey. I am really excited about this journey. It has been a long time coming. I am trusting and believing that as long as I stick to the plan and do the right things, that I'm going to see success, because I've just been so uncomfortable. I'm still going to go see an endocrinologist and just make sure that all of this is working and just check out my hormones and things like that. Because y'all, this whole post-menopause, getting older, all of that kind of thing, it is not for the faint of heart. However, I have no intentions on just rolling over and giving up. So I am going to do everything that I can to have the best health and the best quality of life possible. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this WEGOVY journey, because I don't even know how it's going to work for me. I mean, it might be 1 week and I'm like, I can't do this, or maybe I might be doing this for a year. I have no idea. My goal right now is to be able to lose at least 30 to 35 pounds. 35 just because that would give me that little wiggle room. But my goal, you know, overall is about 30 pounds. But again, I think I'm going to push it about 5 pounds more, because I have seen people on the journey who have gone all the way up to the highest dosage and reached their goal weight. And so they don't want to continue to lose weight. So they don't want to stay at the high dosage. So then they go back to the lower one to kind of maintain. And so I think that may be something I'll think about. But again, so early in the journey, I really don't know, because I haven't even taken one dose yet. But if I do that, then I would want like that 5 pounds just to kind of play around with until I really figure out what's going to work for me as far as a healthy lifestyle, independent of any type of medications. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to share. I'm just so grateful. Even though I haven't taken a dose yet, I'm trusting and believing that it's going to work for me and give me the results that I desire. I'm going to be looking at y'all in the next 6 months, hopefully a lot lighter, and maybe at least halving my medications if I'm not able to be off of them completely. But that's really the goal. These hot flashes have been kicking my butt. And I can't help but to believe that on top of just the fact that I'm a woman of a certain age, my weight probably has something to do with that as well. Just got a little alert, which reminds me, I got my new Apple Watch that my Pooh Bear gave me as a just because. So that was right on time. I'm able to track everything. I've been wearing it when I sleep, and it's been tracking my sleep. And y'all, why am I only getting 40 minutes per night of deep sleep? I wasn't surprised, and I'm really not as bad as I thought, because when I researched it, it says that the average person, you should get about 1.5 hours to 2 hours of deep sleep. So I'm not as far off as I thought, but dang, 40 minutes, that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be tracking everything on my Apple Watch. I have my Weight Watchers scale still that is connected to my phone. It does my BMI and all that. I'm not going to do Weight Watchers, but I'm still going to use that scale. Because it just kind of shows you everything and keeps track of how much you lost. So yeah, we are going on a journey, y'all, and I'm super, super excited. Of course, I'm going to continue to do my regular vlogs, but this is just some extra added content that I wanted to make sure I put out for people who were specifically interested in this and maybe don't care about the other stuff I'm doing. And I don't know why you wouldn't care about the other stuff I'm doing, but if you don't, that's fine. I'm still here to share. So I will be talking about it in my vlogs. But every week I'm going to give you a detailed journey, and I plan on tracking just like how I feel every week, what I ate during that week, how much I lost, where, what part of my body I decide to put the injection in. I might even switch up injection sites just so I can give you a true idea of if it really matters where you put your injection, because I think I was already telling y'all some people who inject it in their stomach said that when they were doing it in their stomach, they really felt the nausea, but then when they changed to their arm or their thigh, they didn't get the nausea. So, and I cannot stand to be nauseated, and I don't know anyone who would probably like it, but yeah, it takes me all the way out. So I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, I really want a thorough journey. Y'all know that I'm an open book. I believe in sharing. I'm never going to be that gatekeeper. And so I'm going to share with y'all every step of the way and check in with you each and every week. So let me get this stuff all organized, get my WEGOVY, make a space in the refrigerator for my WEGOVY, and we're going to get started on Monday. So y'all know the drill. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. I thank you so much for tuning in week after week, day after day, video after video, and showing your love and support. It means the world to me. And y'all know, always be kind and always love one another, but never forget to live your life. LYFE. Love yourself first explicitly. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch.